You that I love you, darling. Do you really hear me? Your love is the truest. Whenever you are near me, but whenever I'm gone, it's like I'm all alone. Boy, oh. Whenever I'm gone, it's like I'm all alone. Boy, oh. So tell me now, tell me, darling, tell me honestly, do you want to be with me? I've been waiting patiently for love. Tell me, darling, tell me honestly, do you want to be with me? I've been waiting patiently for love. Yes, that was Waiting for Love.
No more than
Yes.
love and lyrics.
Yes. Dealt with, abroad if it wasn't for me being African. So don't come and tell me that I'm something that you think that I am.
Yes, true that. And how was the transition for you? Because I know it's not been easy. I mean, fighting for your own culture, fighting for who you are deep down inside, I'm Obsa, I'm African and all that. And your name Obsa, did it come from Ethiopia or you got it when you went to
It's from Ethiopia. It's from Ethiopia.
What does it mean?
It means patience.
Wow.
We also have a saying that says Obsani Kalomani, and it means you have to be patient to become a king.
Wow.
So it's it's a very beautiful name in my opinion. Of course.
But the transition for
Yes.
you, was it really?
It was difficult. It was difficult, because in the area where I grew up, there was no one except me who was African. So the only examples that I had was on television of just a black manhood, or even just being black in general. So to me, it was it was hard, because you have certain things that you're drawn towards that maybe somebody else wouldn't be drawn towards, and just certain things like that, and my interest and my music taste and all these different things.
Everything.
Yeah, everything is just a whole different world,
And where did your passion from music come? Because
Hey.
this thing about singing and you growing in a different culture, yet you're from a different culture. How did you come up with the music? How are you writing your lyrics? What inspired you and all that?
A lot of my experiences, the challenges, things that I faced, I wanted to encourage other people who are maybe dealing with some of the same things.
Yeah.
But as well as, just even bringing a message to other Africans who are not even in the same position. Because, still we have a lot of things together that we need to, talk about and that we need to encourage. But, when it comes to black pride, when it comes to even just sorting things out together, So that's some of the things that inspired my lyrics. But also, especially, of course, my life experiences and that's the lessons that I've learned along the way.
Yeah. But please kindly just expand on the lessons, because maybe there's someone who has gone from a different culture, not necessarily black or white, but maybe just they're born in a different family, they're feeling maybe they are segmented, or they're just, there's a lot of things that people are going through, especially the youth. Maybe you can talk about the challenges and the life lessons and how you overcame them, just to inspire someone.
I would say some of the challenges is, not knowing where you're coming, like not knowing your mother and father, not being able to know, like, what am I able to do? So you have like a blank sheet,
Yeah.
You have a full blank sheet. You don't know if your father was good at this or your mother was good at this and that. Even singing too, you don't know.
Yes.
Of course, if your mother used to sing when you were a child, you know that, oh, she knows how to sing.
Yeah.
But certain things like that, you have no idea. So you don't really know, like, where is my gifts, And that's something that you, like, have to challenge yourself. And you have to, like, kind of listen to yourself when you're kind of by yourself in that situation and try to, like, find out, what is my callings and such. So that's some of the challenges. But also, of course, being different, you have to find things to be proud about when it comes to yourself, and just say, what, even if these things are different around me, it's not defining, my quality, or my value. So.
Did it mean that you had to, like, read a lot of books, do a lot of research and all that, because you are alone, you're doing your own thing? Did it mean that you had to be a bookworm and all that?
Yes. I spent a lot of time reading, and I always loved reading as a little boy, So it came quite natural to me. But still, it was a lot of reading. I did a lot of research, just like learning about my history and where I come from. Everything from just in general, like us being African, but also down to Oromo history, and things like that, and just ancient history too. Like I would just read everything to try to understand, like, what do I come from, what's my roots. So it was a long journey in regards to reading. I that's why even when I speak with Africans now, sometimes at home, sometimes I will speak about something that is part of our culture, but still it won't even resonate because it's so, like beyond what maybe the regular person will maybe read about and things like that.
And who are some of the African leaders that have really played a big role in your life? Maybe not musicians first. Let's go to the leaders and then we come to the musicians.
Yeah, I would say Marcus Garvey is definitely one. But even before Marcus Garvey, because Marcus Garvey is definitely like something that you don't just jump into. You know, that's kind of the top in my opinion. And people like Thomas Sankara also, that's kind of the top. But I would say it just even started early with like Malcolm X, people like that. You know, and admiring people like that, because he was being very straightforward. He wasn't bending his back. He was just talking with a clear voice and being proud. So that was kind of the start of things. And then as I learned more, I learned about him being influenced by Marcus Garvey, and then of course the whole world opens for you, and you learn more about the African leaders as well, who are really great heroes, like Amilcar Cabral, and such, But with Marcus Garvey, that was also a big influence, and I will never forget when I was hearing a speech that he did, and I actually like started crying a bit. I was like, wow, this man is like, when not having a black father around me, when you hear like a black man who's like so proud and with such a strong, powerful voice. And he's saying like, be proud to be black, and like with that force that Marcus Garvey had, you feel like it's your father telling you like, Obsa, straighten your back and look forward, and don't bend your back for no one. This is who you are. Yeah.
Amazing story. Yeah. I will take a break and go. Really powerful album. Oh my God.
Hey, give thanks.
It just had to be the African Soul.
Yes.
I remember last time when you were here, you had not. It wasn't ready yet. It was
not released yet.
But you had already set the name of the album, the song titles.
Yes.
How does it work when you're working on an album?
Oh, wow. It takes time, that's for sure. It takes time, that's for sure. Because I really want to make sure that it's something that's going to last. That's my number one goal, that it's going to last and make a difference. So, but for me, it was like, first, of course, I'm big on like making sure that I have some good melodies, first of all. And then after that, the lyrics come very easily to me. But as long as I have a good melody, I can always make some good music. And after that, then I try to I try to give them experience and journey. I want to take them on that journey and just let them feel some things. So that's how it goes.
And there's a little bit of everything. There's love. You had to talk about Judas.
Yes.
Judas is very famous.
Yeah.
But why Judas? Why are we talking about Judas?
It's quite an interesting story, actually. You might be surprised. Because it started out as something that had to do with love, actually. And it was not like a song that was politically, focused, Actually, it turned politically focused later on as I was finishing the song, as I was, continuing working on the song. But the experience that happened, actually, that caused the Judas song to happen, was a kiss on the cheek that I was given some years ago.
Wow.
By a woman, actually. Yeah. This woman, it was a complicated situation I was in at the time, and she basically left me in the middle of the US.
What?
Yes, all by myself.
Oh my God.
Yeah, just like that. But we had been going shopping one of those days or something. Like we've done been out like enjoying ourselves that same day. And before she left, she kissed me on the cheek, and that's how the whole thing came.
She didn't say anything about anything. She was
like, "Thank you for the dress." Kiss me on the cheek and bye.
Without any explanation. So
yes, and I tried to call her like. We of course we ended up talking again and all that stuff, but it was just a terrible situation overall. a lot of the love songs or the songs about love and situations like that on the album, to be very honest, is very was very influenced by that whole situation that I was dealing with at that time. Yeah.
And some little bit of love. You're talking about love and waiting for love and all that.
Yes.
Was this also inspired by a love situation?
Yes, it was. It was. I was at the airport going to the US at that time. It was quite funny, and I was sitting with my guitar, just jamming a bit, and I was just reflecting upon the things that I was feeling. I was feeling like even as I say in the song, whenever I'm gone, it's like I'm all. Whenever I'm gone, it's like I'm all alone. Because when I would come back, where I would be staying, I always felt like there was less, reciprocation. But the moment I was there present, everything was different. So that was some of the inspiration, and waiting for love is also, as I was growing in the whole, thing. It was just like reflecting and saying, what, I'm waiting for only love. I don't want nothing else. I don't want any just like lustful situations. I don't want no foolishness. I just want like sincere, true love. And that's why like the chorus became something like more powerful than the verse, because the verse is kind of about hurting, but the chorus is about, what, I'm waiting for love. So just tell me, like, don't give me the run around, as they say in Kenya.
No, Masana. And then Obsa, what I wanted to ask you about all these songs, it's a bit of everything.
Yes.
We have some love, we have some betrayal, we have a bit of everything. But how are you able to like name the songs and you haven't like how do I put it? You're still working on the album, but you already have the titles. How does that operate?
So the reason why I was able to name them was because all of the songs were actually finished like almost 7 years ago, even before.
7 years ago?
Almost 7 years ago they were finished.
Wow.
Because I was writing them when I was in that, like that whole album was a part of, the aftermath of something.
Mm-hmm.
And I just presented them to the good people of my band,
Mm-hmm.
and they made the amazing melody like even better,
Mm-hmm.
But the titles were already like in my head, and it's very easy. Sometimes when you see like even the chorus, you think, oh wow, this one is trying to get something catchy,
Mm-hmm.
something that will stick in people's minds and something that captures the message,
Mm-hmm.
so that people will be curious to listen.
Yeah. Really amazing album. How long? You've said 7 years you've worked on this?
Yeah, 7 years taking gift here.
I'm telling you, artists are really amazing. But you're with Henry in studio.